Hi there, everybody. It's Diane from W Designs by Diane, and it is Friday Chai Day. So this is my chai mix from Kolkata Chai because I'm trying to cut down on sugar and also because I'm trying to cut down on Amazon and I can't find my other chai anywhere with a decent price. So I'm going to be making chai from scratch. I highly recommend Kolkata, Kolkata, Kol dot Kolkata chai. Really, really good. You mix it from scratch, and this is how I make it. I put a teaspoon for every cup. I don't put a teaspoon for every cup. I put a teaspoon for every 12 ounces or so. And then heat that up, bring it to a boil, let it simmer for 7 minutes, and then add in my grated ginger and let that sit for a little bit, and then I strain it, put it into a glass container. Then when I'm ready to have my chai, I mix it with 8 ounces of the chai, 4 ounces of whatever milk product you want. I use regular milk, and then however much of vanilla creamer that you want. I find that makes it plenty sweet enough. I use about an ounce, I would say, of the creamer, and that's fine for me. So that is my chai mix. That is what I try to use all the time. I'm going to show you what I've been up to this week. So I'm going to take you, well, first of all, I did wind up making some unpaper towels, flannel fabric. These were 10 by 11, I think, and I made 23 of these out of 2 yards of fabric. I also got the mushroom fabric, flannel fabric made up for my daughter's friends, and I made up 15 out of 2 yards of 12 by 12, and then I had a strip left over, so I made up about 10 half sizes. So they can do whatever they want with those. They have a baby. Maybe they want to make a little pack of reusable baby wipes for little messes and stuff that they take out. I don't know, but I thought I'm not going to waste the fabric because this is my year of sustainability. So you're going to hear that a lot. So let me see here. So I want to show you what I've been up to this week. I made some of my aprons. So we're going to go over here so I can show. I did not know that I could not turn this around once I was. So there's one apron that is in the meadow color, and that one is sold. And then I made this one in the lilac color. And then I also made this one, which has a tea towel. I hope you can see most of that. So, and this one has the tea towel at the bottom rather than the top because it can contain most of the tea towel that way. So I really like that. So that's what I worked on this week. So the other thing I've been working on is packing some stuff up and getting it ready to go down to the beach house in the villas in Cape May because we are going.
Need a new hobby?
Oh no!
Time to start quilting.
Stop!
You can get all of your sewing supplies at
I
Vogue
apologize. No. All right. So we're gonna put this there. All right. It's not gonna stay. I'm gonna put this back there. Oh, there we go. All right. So the plans that I have are still the plans that I have. Did not make my shirt yet, but I am closer to that. I think I'm going to make my toile in some of the linen cotton blend that I got. I got some linen cotton blend from Nick of Time Textiles, which came this week. And when I opened the box, it was 6 ounce, was pre-laundered, it said, but it felt a little bit thin to me to make aprons. So I was like, well, it was a good price. We're going to see what happens. So I threw it in the washer and put it in the washer, put it in the dryer. It came out soft and beautiful. Highly recommend the laundered linen cotton mix. It's beautiful. Much less likely to wrinkle as much as the 100% linen. The cotton gives it just that little extra. It's 70% linen, 30% cotton, and the extra little 30% cotton just really gives it this nice softness to it. And putting it in the washer and the dryer really gave it a nice, made it feel a little bit heavier, kind of tightened the weave of it. So I'm really excited to use that. I have a light blue. I have a color that's almost like that meadow apron that I just showed you. And I have a navy blue. And I would not hesitate to buy that from them again. Unfortunately, they were out of the sage green, which is what I was looking for the apron that was sold out, and I'm going to have to get I got 10 yards of each of these, taking a chance. But I figured if I can't use it for that, I can use it for something else. And like I said, I couldn't pass up the price. So I have that. I also got my new old sewing machine hooked up. I have to oil it and clean it, but it is running fantastic. The ruffler I got for my other sewing machine, my other old sewing machine, which is a Singer 503A, which is one of the Rocketeer models. So it's like a dream. I have ruffled a little bit with it, but I haven't done a big long piece, so I want to see how that goes before I determine whether or not I need to bring my old standby back and forth to the shore, or whether I can leave it down there then, because I'll have everything that I need in both studios. So I want to get some, I have the new apron that I want to try with the, let me show you I don't think I did show you the whole, so I've got this Art Nouveau tea towel. Oh my God, is that gorgeous or what? So I want to use the whole thing. So I need a pattern where I can use the whole thing. I mean, I can make a dress out of it, but I think for some reason this tea towel really lends itself to an apron. But if not, I will make a tea towel dress out of it, and I will love that just as much. I just think these colors, I really want to pull out the mustard and the green and maybe mix that up a little bit. So I have a dark olive linen back down at the shore that I'm going to pack up this apron and see how this goes with this. So that's going to get packed up. And then I'm going to make a shirt out of probably the meadow green linen, and I still haven't really decided which one I want to use. I'm leaning towards this one, but I really like the sleeve on this one. I don't know. Which one would you choose? So we got Simplicity 9646 and Simplicity 9952. They both only go up to, one goes up to a size extra, extra large. One goes up to size 26. So that equates to a bust of 48 inches, but the finished bust is 55.5, which would fit me. I'm 53.5. And on this one, the extra, extra large goes up to, the body measurement says 46 to 48 inches, but the finished measurements are 66.5 inches, which is a lot of ease. I mean, that's 10 inches of ease. That's a lot. This one is 2, 5, about 7.5 inches of ease. So I don't know. This one is, I'm looking at the sleeves here in the pictures there. I think I like this one a little bit better to go with the sleeves. I don't know, because I really like the look of this one. I like that sleeve, but it kind of just hangs off the shoulder. It's a tough choice, but basically I can make one out of the meadow and then see what I think and go with the, since it's going to be kind of a toile, that way I can decide what I want to make out of my eyelet outfit. And I'm going to save this one for another day when I have some lace to match fabric that I want to do. I really like the gathers in the front, really fits a full bust, really helps to fit a full bust really well. And this one is 46 inches in the bust, but the finished measurements are 54 and a half. So it would be real easy just to add a little bit more gathering in there to fit the full bust and see how all I'd have to measure is the sleeves and make sure that that fits my rather full bicep. So I think in these Friday sews, you're supposed to put a little bit about life. I had a really busy week. I'm surprised that I finished as much as I did because I had a dentist appointment, a hair appointment, a massage appointment, and another appointment this week. Plus, I found this is my year of sustainability, and I keep saying that. Somebody was selling a clothing steamer on Facebook Marketplace, and I went to pick that up. And it was brand new in the box, 30 bucks, and it works really well. I'm really happy with it, and it's going to make my life a lot easier for shows because I have a lot of these aprons and stuff, and I have to store them till the next show, and they wind up wrinkled. But with this, it's so much easier to iron them out that way, and they all just hang out nice. And highly recommend if you're a person that has to iron garments a lot, especially if you're doing like costuming and shows and things like that. I had no idea how wonderful these things were. My sister had one. She gave it to me. It was secondhand as well. It had a leak, and I was like, I don't really want to deal with a leak, so I'm getting rid of that one. That one's going, but this one does not have any leaks, and it's beautiful. Works beautifully. Always remember to use distilled water in your steamers and in your irons. So sometimes words escape me. They just kind of, I think it's like postmenopausal brain and things like that. So yeah, so I've got a lot of plans here. I want to make myself some pants for the summer. I want to make myself some shirts for the summer, but I also have to keep going forward and making things to sell. And I have Key City Steampunk coming up in August, and hopefully I have, oh shoot, I forgot about that. Hopefully I have Pattern Con coming up. We will see about that. So I'm going to say goodbye now and hope you have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you more often as I can. Thanks. Bye.